This is the Unperishable podcast, and I'm your host, Shari. I don't know about you, but higher education and all that is nice and necessary for some, what I've learned to be true is research, education, mistakes, and experiences have given me the information I needed as an entrepreneur. I believe that sharing collective information will help you level up in life and in your community. I want to ensure that we do not perish for lack of knowledge and stay in the know with Shari and the No Nation. So, call to action time. We have to find something fun. Like, I'm not going to sing, but I have to find something we're going to do for call to action time to make it hype. Because I feel like y'all not as hype as me. Did you do an inventory check on yourself, your community, your business? I'd love to hear about your breakthroughs and looking up moments. If you don't know what a looking up moment is, listen to episode 5. I'm not telling you, because you should have listened to episode 5. But today, what are we talking about? We're talking about your dream team. If you could put together a board of directors, staff, or leadership team for your business or organization, who would that include? If money wasn't an option, who would you have in your leadership team to live your best life? So think about this for a minute. One of my absolute favorite quotes is, "When opportunity comes, it's too late to prepare." I heard this quote while listening to Terry Savelle Foy on one of her audio series. Check her out on Instagram. But honestly, it's true. Think about lottery winners. They come into windfalls of cash and are unprepared. They have been buying lottery tickets for 27 years, but when they hit it, they're not ready. These same people that have invested all this money to daily quick picks and 50-50, I don't know how to do it. So that's why I don't do it. But most of them, just saying, they have their aunt, TurboTax, or H&R Block doing their taxes and don't have a plan for the new normal for their finances. With a plan, just think about it. Lottery winners could take this as a wealth building strategy and purchase a franchise, continue living as they are, or plan to retire or live off their winnings after 5-10 years of interest. Now, for me, just being honest, I can't be nothing else. I'm not prepared for retirement. Lately, I've been working to make a plan for the next 25 years so that I can be more comfortable retiring at 65. Lord, hopefully sooner. Please. I'm doing my best. But had I planned and really planned and put something in place from 21 to now, this wouldn't even be a question for me. Now, No Nation, we have a responsibility. We need to make sure we educate our youth in this because we don't. And that's kind of why I'm in the situation I'm in right now. But I'm working on it, so no judgment. In all honesty, what I'm about to talk about has been a part of my thought process for a while. I've mentioned it in my business plan boot camps, but give you a little reality. Recently, I went through a breakup. Remember that great guy? Didn't work out. And guess what? You didn't know about it because I'm pretty low-key and local for now. But what if I was a true public figure? This could be real news. And I would need a PR person 2 steps ahead of this. When? Hear me. I'm manifesting something right now. When, not if, a global figure with influence listens to my podcast and spreads the news that the Unperishable podcast is the podcast to listen to, and I'm now sought after for conferences and speaking engagements, things will change quickly. And I'll need my dream team. And I'll need to be prepared with names and contacts for this dream team to be assembled quickly and efficiently. Let's start with, in my opinion, the most important person on your dream team, your accountant. If you are utilizing a loyal and reputable accountant now, do they have the capacity to manage multiple streams of income along with state and federal contracts? Can they handle you as a multi-million-dollar contracted employee? Whatever your dream lane is, can they accommodate it? Now, even if you aren't able to afford this, research the top accounting firms. Follow their social media pages. Research them on LinkedIn. Make a top 5 list and watch them. Watch how they handle prospective clients. And maybe call and try and set up a meeting with someone that can answer questions about your business growth potential. What could this hurt? When you get the multi-million-dollar deal and federal contract, having someone who was open to you and gave you time when you had nothing to offer, that person should definitely get a chance when they're looking at a 20% commission. Something to consider when looking for someone to handle your money is really what you need from them. Are you a person who needs regular reports? Like, some people, I need to see my money all the time. Or are you okay with reviewing things quarterly? You need someone that you trust and someone that you can talk to about money. This is not the time to throw someone on the job. You need to vet this person and make an intentional and thoughtful decision. Number 2. We're probably going to do 5, maybe 4. I literally have a list of over 40 people in different top 5s for most of my list. But refocusing. Who's going to be your attorney? When you need contracts drafted and legal assistance, and when someone who knows you're a multimillionaire with insurance starts getting slick, who's going to represent you? This is important. If you have a restaurant, you need to look at lawyers that have experience in food and hospitality law. This is a thing. I didn't know this until I did my research, also known as preparation. So now I have a list of my top 5 attorneys and their retainer requirements. As future leaders and the inspiration for the next generation, we not only have to set the example, but also the bar. As a nation in the know, we have to know better and do better, okay? So the way I found out about food and hospitality law is I literally looked up restaurant lawyers. I went to Google. I typed in restaurant lawyers. And as I scrolled, I saw food and hospitality law. And I was like, oh, wait a minute. I might need that. That's who I need. So then I changed my search, So it's not like, I'm sitting here with all this Encyclopedia Britannica of information. Like, I'm using Google for most things. And you can do the same thing. Now, number 3, publicist. Who can clean up your ish and make you and your brand look like a gold medal? Lately, I have started to follow more PR people, and it's interesting to see who's represented by who. People who stay out of the news are probably represented well, because people with money do lots of questionable stuff. I'm just telling you. But they also pay well to keep it managed. One person that I have looked into and love that her price list is available for review, I actually found on Instagram. Her Instagram name is Candace Nicole PR. I like that her pricing is clear and you know exactly what to expect from her. But I think one thing that the No Nation is going to do is somehow over time build this database for some of these platforms and services, because in numbers, we're more likely to get reduced rates, group packages, and if they don't offer it now, that doesn't mean that they won't. I would love to have the Olivia Pope of everything handling my affairs, making sure that the only thing people saw was my glow up, not the roadblocks, obstacles, self-inflicted issues that I have made a problem in my life, because sometimes it's us. Number 4. This one is kind of the fun one. Travel. If you're going to have a business that is sought after, global, regional, you might have to travel. Do you have a preferred airline or travel agent? Research airlines and see what benefits to airline loyalty they have, and begin the process of taking time to find the perfect fit for you. But ask some questions. Will you travel with a team? Is there a location that you will travel to regularly? Does this airline have a convenient airport for this location? Will you have Asian vendors that you'll need to meet with regularly? What does their business class offer? Is there a lounge area for preferred customers at different airports? Which airports have the lounge area for preferred customers? These are questions that need to be answered. Don't look at your current circumstances. If you're flying Spirit now, keep flying Spirit now. But also look to the future and be thankful that you took this time to make these decisions prior to your overwhelming need for these answers. Use this time to look at travel credit cards and make a spreadsheet and begin to see what you really want. If you want to work in LA as a makeup artist, see who's doing something similar and see what airline they travel with. Don't try and reinvent the wheel. Look at other people's wheels and see how they roll, right? I'm all about easy. But, look at priority memberships and things like that and see what they offer, what it takes to get there. Just start digging a little bit and it'll be manageable. No nation. I know you're like, you always have all these questions, all this homework. I have a surprise coming. So wait for it. You're going to like it, I promise. Number 5. Who is going to keep you cute? You need a glam squad. Can you retain your current hairstylist, barber, nail tech, makeup artist? I literally have a contract now and a list of stylists and beauty support services because I'm going somewhere. And I want to be ready. Your current hairstylist, can they travel with you? Possibly not if they have children and a family. Who's going to keep you and your face and hair healthy and cute? This might be a looking up moment for you, but seriously, we got to think about it. Who can make you feel beautiful and not make you into someone else? Because some people do that. I remember years ago, I was going on a date with my friend's cousin, and I went to her house with like my regular face. And she took me in the bathroom, and I had sculpted eyebrows, contour. Her mother looked at me, and she was like, whoa. It wasn't my comfort zone. I was like Shari 100.0. But thankfully, I have personality that shines through everything. And I didn't look bad, but it wasn't like a day-to-day look for me. And it was a lot. It was very heavy. Now, when I get my makeup done, I want a natural look with a smoky eye and a soft contour. My regular makeup artist knows pretty much what I like, and she can talk me into a red matte lip or a glitter eyelid, but for me, less is better. Begin trying out looks so you can tell people what you like. because you might not even know. And if you don't know, you're going to have the Oprah experience. People going to start doing your hair. It's going to fall out. And you'll have lots of failed attempts to get yourself to a normal and comfortable medium for you. What do you want the photos of you to look like in Black Enterprise magazine? Essence. Oh, if you don't have a lot of money, try a cosmetology school. Let them learn with you what your hair and makeup likes and dislikes are. Now, this could be a series of episodes because my list is long. And my desire for the No Nation is to be ready and stay ready. I want you to be prepared so when opportunities come, you will not only be thought of, but your planning and preparation will make sure your success won't be short-lived. Now, this is kind of like bittersweet. I really hope that you've enjoyed this season. I would like to give a special thank you to my friend Leonard for keeping me hype about the podcast and for naming it Unperishable. This idea came from one of our many talks about our futures and what we need to do better at. If you don't have a friend that will hold you accountable and send you text messages checking up on you while you're slacking, you need one. I'm eternally grateful for Leonard, and knowing him, it's not just a gift, but it's a blessing too. The only fight we ever have is when he takes my messages off read receipts. You know, I'm like giving him those eye emojis. What's going on? What's going on? But, you know, that's my boy, Leo. I would also like to say thank you to the Content House Shy for their amazing skill and professionalism while creating, producing, and editing this podcast. If you need support on any production, photo, communications, etc., make sure you check them out because you won't be disappointed. They have reasonable packages, they have workshops, they have trainings, and more to help identify and meet your needs. I am working on our first meet and greet, and information for that will be coming soon. This is the final episode for season 1, but we will have a bonus episode on October 21st, and that's going to release on my 40th birthday. Now, I expect the No Nation to share, and keep learning and growing while becoming unperishable. No Nation, I had no idea what to expect with this podcast, but I've grown, I've learned, and I feel like daily that we will not perish for lack of knowledge, but we will stay in the know with Shari and the No Nation. Peace and increase to you all. Thank you.